Some people would rather ride a car than walk. They would rather use their leisure time laying on a bed, snacking, and scrolling to social media than doing some exercises. But those physical inactivity actions are actually the cause of the world's major non-communicable diseases. Sadly, as physical inactivity causes deadly impacts, the levels of insufficient activity in the world did not improve since 15 years ago. Now, 23% of adults and 81% of adolescents did not engage in at least 150 minutes of moderate intensity physical activity per week as recommended by WHO. Higher prevalence is found in high-income countries. As countries develop economically, the level of inactivity is increased. It happened because of the changing patterns of transportation, use of technology, and urbanization changed the urban designs of towns and cities. The changing pattern of transportation creates a car-dependent communities. Mobile phone use and passive entertainment such as video and computer games and social media among young adults are theorized to disrupt routine and consistent physical activity. Increased urbanization leads to high-density traffic, low air quality, pollution, and lack of parks and sidewalks, which discourage people to walk or cycle. Besides the environmental factors, personal and social perceptions also become a barrier to do physical activity. Physical activity and fitness are equated with sport and exercise, which require hard work, considerable skill, and competitive spirit, which prevents young adults from doing physical activity. The challenges now are how to encourage people to do physical activity in a discouraging urban environment and social perceptions. As young adults are heavy technology and internet users, popular online networking site or SMS has been proven to socially influential for health behavior change interventions. It provides a cost-effective and large-scale forum for sharing information. It also provides social connections, which participants can easily communicate with others and share their goal setting and achievement data with others in groups or individually. Use of SNS could lead to user-generated intervention with lower development costs that are easily scalable.
Our team believes that the self-regulation theory from Bandura and Zimmerman can be the base of our solution that further will be elaborated in this video. Self-regulation is defined as self-generated thoughts, feelings, and actions that are planned and cyclically adapted to the attainment of personal goals. The theory aims to change people's behavior by creating supportive and competitive environment, and the end goal is to solve the main issue, which is the implementation of physical activity in young people.
Our program will first be implemented in Universitas Indonesia, one of the most diverse public universities in Indonesia, located in an urban city in West Java province. The implementation will take part in two different internet-based platforms. The first is SNS, and second is mobile application. SNS or social networking sites has been proven to effectively and efficiently increase awareness. However, little evidence has been shown to see that it engages people in the implementation. That is why we need mobile application to support our program. We already know that there are already a lot of mobile apps trying to engage people in doing physical activities out there, and we have analyzed the problems. That is why we propose a new modified mobile apps called Gerakin Aja, which literally means just move it in English. Our application integrates all mobile applications that support physical activity and build new features aligned with the theory above. The main objective, of course, is to build a competitive environment and supporting surroundings. We will explain further on how we implement the theory through SNS and mobile apps after this.
The first phase is the forethought phase, where people set their goals. Setting goals is proven to influence people in physical activity since it generates motivations for the desired behavior, through enabling people to form a clear picture about what they want it to be and what they should do. Aside from that, it involves people's internal standards and provides them with a reference for performance assessment during self-judgment phase. The second phase is volitional control, where people track the performance of physical activity during the day. Self-tracking provides essential information for self-evaluation, which can activate self-reflection and serve as continuous guide for actions, such as maintaining physical activities.
Integrated with various self-tracking fitness applications, Gerakin Aja app is in line with the second phase, which will provide users physical activity performance based on type of PA, duration of PA, and numbers of calories burned each day. The results will later be counted cumulatively in a week and later in a month. Users will achieve levels and their performance will be shown through the indicators. First green to the last and 10th black. In Gerakin Aja app, users can set their specific physical activity goal in minutes or calories unit per day in their favorite fitness applications. As users decide their own goal, the goal acceptance level will be higher and it will largely influence the outcomes, which is in line with the first phase.
Self-reflection consists of two phases, self-judgment and self-reaction. In self-judgment state, individuals perform a self-evaluation through comparing their performance to personal and social standards. Self-judgment consists of two states, the social comparison and social support. Social comparison could affect self-regulation through affecting the evaluation of ongoing physical activity performance. Social support consists of informational support and emotional support. These supports may influence physical activity by affecting causal attribution, helping to develop adaptive strategies, and gaining recognition and affirmation for one's self-competence.
Gerakin Aja app construct a daily leaderboard for users so that they can compare themselves with their friends or others globally based on the duration of their physical activities. Building competitive environment and goals to outperform others will be the main objectives of the Gerakin Aja movement. As to build social support, we will use SNS so users can upload their activities on timeline where others can also see how far this user has gone through to achieve their goals. Through this media, users are expected to be more motivated given they have received support through online platforms at the least. They can also share it to their social media such as Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter, where they can gain likes, comments, and replies. Gerakin Aja app accommodates self-satisfaction by giving mini questionnaire to users regarding their self-satisfaction on their performance by the end of the week. Users can modify their goals, while Gerak app will provide suggestions. The app will remind users when they fail to reach their goals in a period of time and motivate them by recommending baby steps to get back on their track. By this feature, we hope that users will be more interested in using the application.
Self-reaction consists of self-satisfaction and adaptive or defensive inferences. Self-satisfaction refers to whether or not someone feels satisfied with their performance, while adaptive or defensive inferences are related to the need for changing self-regulatory strategies such as efforts allocation and planning.
The first phase starts on May and end on December. On May, we will build a team. From May to September, we will develop social media such as Instagram and Facebook, while at the same time, we will recruit an ambassador as one of our marketing strategy. So at September, our social media is ready to use. As we keep on developing the application, we will involve randomized people to use our app. So at December, our app will ready to launch. On January, we will launch the application with an event. From February to December, we will use the social media to do creative campaign, disseminate information about the competition, and other means to promote our program. On September, Indonesia will be having the National Sport Week. We will utilize that moment to promote our social media and application. Evaluation of the program and regenerating the application will take place on December. The newest version of the application will be launched in January 2021. Other program will be implemented like the second phase above. At last, on December, the program will be evaluated and regenerated again.
Okay, right now, let me explain to you about $30,000 budget allocation. On the first year, we divided into three big categories. Number one is recruiting administrator and ambassador for Gerak project. It will cost $18,250 for recruitment, social media launching and dissemination, and mobile application building and development. Next, on the second year, we will be launching our app. It will cost $2,000 per year. And in the middle of the year, we will hold annual sports competition that will cost circa $1,000 per year. Last but not least, on the third year, we just need to make this project sustainable, so every cost is sustained with prior years. So, the grand total for this project is $29,430.
For the sustainable plan, we divided into three phases that based on the implementation plan. On the first year, we will develop a team contains of IT experts that we will develop our application. Inside of it, we will run the social media. To make it more informative and more accurate, we will run a survey about physical activity around the campus. The result of the survey will be consulted to the health professionals, and the both results will be posted on the social media. For the second phase, we will launch the applications and we will promote it through the social media. Beside of it, we will try to collaborate with another sports event to promote our applications. In the same time, we will launch the weekly challenge that will be posted every week in the social media. The result of the weekly challenge is a leaderboard that will be posted every end of the week on the social media. For the last phase, we will update the applications, and beside of it, we will try to make an event based on our applications, and we will try to make a community from the event.